Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here with another TGIF quick take. And yes, I know there've been quite a few quick takes on the channel recently, but just FYI guys, I am working, remember, now. I mean, it's part-time, but really it can feel like more than part-time a lot of the time. And I do have a number of reviews coming up of certain products that I'm still working on, so there will be more actual reviews of products very soon. But I did just want to chime in with you guys here and just follow up really on what I consider one of the bigger issues recently that's just been going on with phone releases, and that's the idea of exclusives. So when I talk about exclusives, apologies for the wind by the way, what are exclusives? Exclusives are basically when one creator or a certain publication gets access to a phone, a new release, before anyone else. And I think in some cases, this has been done in the past. Of course, it's been, for the original iPhone, there were like, I think 3 journalists that got the phone. For a lot of other products, there are exclusives on stories or scoops or things like that. But the thing I'm referring to here is the case of OnePlus. And in the case of the OnePlus Nord CE, I mean, it seems like a pretty interesting phone, but as we saw, it was an exclusive. Now, here's the deal. I love Aaron, Mr. Who's the Boss. He does great work, and mad props to him for creating actually a pretty unique video with the whole plane kind of angle and unboxing the phone in the air. That was unique to say the least. But it's also an exclusive. That means that his channel basically got to review this phone before anyone else. And it's nothing against the creator per se, but I think it's more the process and the kind of companies that think this is the right way to go. And I think really what the point is here is that when it comes to exclusives, there's 2 people that win, 2 groups that win, and everyone else that loses. And in this case, it's the creator who gets the exclusive. It's the company that typically will reap the rewards of the hype of that video. And then who loses is really just every other creator who may have been interested in covering that device or interested in reviewing that device. And so what it means is, if I wanted to buy the OnePlus Nord CE to review now, it probably doesn't make that much sense, especially if a large channel has already covered it and had basically first dibs on being able to review a product. Now, when we have these embargo releases, what I think is a bit more fair about the embargo style type of release is that you get a bunch of people working to drop their reviews at the same time. And then it's almost like a race. Once the time hits 9 o'clock, boom, you can just release your video. And then it's really more up to the consumer. It's more up to you guys to decide which video you want to watch, which one you're interested in, and you really vote with your views in this case to be able to support the creators you want and be able to watch the content of the new release that you prefer. But I feel like with exclusives, when it's just down to one creator and one company, you're kind of missing that. And it's really the big channels that do take advantage of this and the small channels who are left with essentially the scraps, the leftovers of just not being able to get any kind of success from covering these types of phones. So I mean, to answer the question, am I going to review the OnePlus Nord CE? Of course I'm not. I've never had any plans to, of course, so this is not directly affecting me. In fact, I don't really care about that at all. But I just think if exclusives become more of a deal in the future, where we see one big channel get, a first look of a device, and no other channels get to do that, then I think it's going to create a little bit of an imbalance when it comes to the typical kind of embargo style that we do. And the way that pretty much this channel survives, this channel has grown in the past year, is with those embargo reviews, where I've been able to review a product, let's say from Poco or Xiaomi, beforehand, and be able to share it with all you guys once everyone else gets a chance to share it as well. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on exclusives? Do you like them? Or do you kind of see my point? Do you think that maybe they prioritize or favoritize one channel in the case of every other channel not being able to be a part of that conversation for a new phone release? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. I leave you now with this beautiful view of, look at this gorgeous view, guys, of Hong Kong Harbor. Time to get back. Just went out for a quick mid-afternoon walk. But, I mean, this is an inside joke, but I don't think I'm going to make these steps. This challenge I started yesterday is not going very well. And let's see if I can do it this time. But anyways, that's it for this one. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. Gorgeous, guys. Absolutely gorgeous.